Sometimes when I slow down, it's kind of just a big question mark.
Where my attention goes, my energy flows.
I have to deliberately and, in a focused manner, combat sometimes what my brain tells me about myself. I think there's something ingrained in me that says you're broken and you need to be fixed.
I feel actually intruded upon by the world when it insists on, or it seems to insist on, in the embracing of, a certain level of materialism.
I want to be peaceful. I can't be happy all the time, but I can try to be peaceful.
Ice cream every day and cookies and like frosting. I wanted so badly to just go to the store and get like one of those tubs of frosting and just eat it with a spoon.
We're supposed to be in control of everything, especially as we get older. We have to raise children. We have to keep down a job. We have to keep the house going, pay the bills.
I think about like how scared I was of myself. And whenever I would think about like, if you're talking about like, oh, what's your biggest fear? The first thing that would come to mind is me.
I'm defeated. I'm certainly defeated. I'm demoralized. I'm broken. I'm busted. Suicidal. And I'm ready to take things into my own hands.
There's always some joy somewhere if you look for it.
Chaos. Fucking love chaos.
That weird twitch in your brain that says like, let's amp things up. I want it to go to 100.
We lose our mind, lose our health. Can't think straight.
Whenever I get, kind of like, oh crap, I'm bored, something's going to happen.
I can't tell you exactly why I can be feeling totally okay and then feel that itch I can't scratch.
There's a lot of fear in my life because I've been trying to control things for so long.
And then, I get bored and I'm like, all right, let's stir something up. I know that was
I was in this perfectly serene place. Weather was perfect. No one around me. No one bothered me. And I couldn't sit there, what would make this better is if my dog was here. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's so hard to just sit there and appreciate when life is calm, when life is serene.
It's like this jealousy has come over my entire body.
I'm somebody that always had, that lurking bad temper.
And I didn't want to look at me. I thought, hey, wait a minute. What do you mean look at me? It's my whole life, it was the other person's fault.
Me and my brain, we're not a perfect couple.
I'm way less sensitive than I used to be.
I'm pretty happy. Hey!
I have a plant. I'm grateful for my plant. Oh, I put him outside.
That took me a long time to grasp onto, that I don't have control.
If I take the medicine, I get better than I was. Managing the shit that's going on in my head.
Breathing in, I know this is my in breath. Breathing out, I know this is my out breath.
Disidentified from the mind, awakened. It makes little difference whether you see an actual person or whether you have a vision.
Nobody had ever seen these kinds of signals before for this length of time. And what we were looking at are gamma oscillations in the brain. They're very fast frequency brain oscillations, and they're seen in any ordinary person, but they're seen for very, very short periods of time, typically less than 1 second. And when Miguel Rinpoche was meditating, these signals were large, they were highly synchronized, and they lasted for many, many minutes. They lasted for the entire time that the meditation session was in progress. We knew from a scientific perspective, there was a there there.
I tend to be a sponge for sort of my loved ones' emotions. It's my instinct to want to fix how they're feeling.
Like smoke the marijuana is...
I didn't know about similarities. I
only knew about differences. I'm an American with a disability. I never fit in anywhere. I was always ridiculed, laughed at, point at.
The peace that I'm finally starting to feel, and it's not even a peace for any specific thing. It's just a peace within my soul.
I can do all of these things that boys do, and I didn't see it as an issue because the boys did it.
I'm a perfectionist and I'm constantly worried about the future, and I feel like I kind of lost my train of thought here.
Talking about my last 24 hours, I am really in a state of utter defeat. I'm really depressed and sad about things happening in my life.
I suffered from massive anxiety all my life. Anxiety was a very, very big part of my life for forever. And as life got more complicated and, more stressful with intense work and family and kids, my anxieties grew.
My mind races very much. My mind, I think about there's this committee happening in there.
I don't like the way things are going in the world. I wish stuff would stop being on fire, literally, and figuratively and emotionally.
I recently had some issues just with my some memory.
I thought I was having a heart attack. I was grossly overweight. I was over 300 pounds, stressed to the max, working like a dog, and I thought I'm having a heart attack. And I wound up in the medical department, and they were like, "You're not having a heart attack."
So this time I'm doing everything different. I'm finally doing everything that I need to be doing and more. And hopefully it's not too much.
I still feel like a popcorn popper going off inside. Sitting in the room like, what am I doing in here? Can they tell how nervous I am? Can they tell how out of place I feel?
Yeah, I wake up in the morning and I pray at night before I go to bed. And
I still don't exactly know who's looking out for me out there, but I know there is somebody looking out for me.
I can't control anything. I can only control my own actions. I can't control other people's actions.
And I started to get a lot of suicidal thoughts. And I got to the point where I started to want to act on them. One night I decided I was going to act on it. And I was living in an apartment maybe 10 minutes from my parents, and shut the door, shut the lights, shut my phone off, and I was going to kill myself.
saw for the first time in my life that it was actually possible to choose what we pay attention to. My whole life I had spent not only addicted to drugs, but addicted to my own mind and whatever my mind told me to do. And you know, my mind had all kinds of crazy ideas about what I should do, like take lots of drugs and fight and steal, and out of my own pain and confusion, I was just so misdirected in this kind of search for happiness or freedom.
Pass the carrots, please. What is that? You are a disgusting slob! Wipe that smile off your face. Do you understand? What do you want to do with your life?
All I wanted to do was crawl inside this hole and hide.
All my feelings and thoughts of the past and what I've done are flooding through.
My life is falling apart and I'm falling apart.
I chant the names of different Hindu deities. I believe in Jesus. I believe in Buddha.
And it's everybody else's fault.
My life is going to crap faster than I can lower my standards.
And I had to change the way that I felt.
Like shaking my head, trying to like.
breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. It's simple enough. We do not have to make any effort. We breathe in and out all day long. Breathing in, I know an in-breath is taking place. Breathing out, I know that I'm breathing out.